Fact time, 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 fact time. Today. Let's talk about literature. I like me some books. Being from the future, I have some pretty interesting random facts that I know. And also, I guess it would make sense that you guys probably would know these facts too. Like Saint Valentine's, which totally resonates because Valentine's Day was like yesterday or something. Interesting Cheryl story I will have to mention in next video about this. St. Valentine's Day, that was created because St. Valentine was executed on the 14th of February. Debating whether or not I should tell you. Debating. It's kind of interesting. But anyways, the thing that I was really interested in today was literature. We were reading in world literature. Really crazy title for a college class, I realize. I mean, my goodness. Debating. We were reading 1001 Nights, or I guess in English, some people call it the Arabian Nights, and it has some really awesome stories in there. Debating. Okay, I'll tell you. Like, there's this one where there's this guy with two brothers, and their dad dies, so they give them money, and they each start a shop, and then the brothers go off and have their little hunting sprees and become really poor, and then he comes back and talks to the brother, and the brother gives him money, and is all super, super duper nice, like the prodigal son, blah, blah, blah. And eventually he goes on the trip, and then he gets married, and the brothers are mad at him, and then they try to kill him or something, and then his wife saves him because she's actually some demon thing, and then in the end, the brothers turn into dogs for 10 years, and he's trying to bring them back to the sister to turn them back into people, which is it's just interesting. I don't know how somebody come up with these kind of stories in the spot. So Cheryl and I went to go see a play called Steel Magnolias, which is beautiful. The actors were so good, and I almost wanted to cry, and they had the joke, and it was really fun. Anyways, we went to see that together. Together. This is a weird occurrence, but I think I kind of like it. Which is what? Scheherazade, Shermakalezaphade, Sheraquise, Shemakafe. The narrator, something with an S. Let's just call her S Girl. I don't know what's happening to me. S-Girl, she writes these things basically on the spot because she's speaking them, and then they are put into this big, huge compilation of stories that they call 1001 Nights. And see, she has this happen to her in the first place because this king is all upset because of all these gajillion people that were evil to him, and I'm not even going to get into that because that's really awkward how that all happened. Let's just say there was a lot of unfaithful wives. And by a lot of unfaithful wives, I mean a lot because we're talking about ancient, like Arabia time here. So there were a lot of wives involved that were being unfaithful. Quick Bible-related fun fact. How many wives and concubines did King Solomon have? Right! 700 wives and 300 concubines. That is weird. Anyways, he doesn't believe in women and blah 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 blah, so he decides he marries a virgin every single day, and then he murders her the next morning so that he sleeps with her that night and murders her the next morning and blah blah blah. Let's just say there's a lot of weirds and blah blah blahs involved here. And eventually they kind of run out of virgins, and so Shekeharazamefe, she-girl, yeah, she's all like, I have a plan. I am going to save other girls in the world by making stories up because I'm a really good storyteller and making them so interesting that the king has to let me live and stuff. And then she's all like, hey, I'm going to tell you a story about how these people turned into dogs because their brother's wife is actually a demon, and they got jealous of her, and blah blah blah. It's weird things like that. In any case, the Arabian Nights, or 1001 Nights, also led to things like Sinbad the Sailor, which is in Popeye, right? Which is kind of interesting because there's that one episode in Popeye where he's like, open sesame, which is totally open says me. That makes sense now! Yes! But in any case, it's really interesting. There's Sinbad the Sailor and Aladdin and well, the Arabian Nights, which is a movie, right? I'm pretty sure that's a movie. Anyways, it's just so cool how something that old can resonate. Literature has been on my mind. Which is weird, because I'm from the future, you know. Aren't we supposed to, like, hate books or something in the future?